All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wabrakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth. No matter where they may be, whom they may be, or what they may look like, to the rest of the church who believe as well. That includes you women out there. And the water to Yahweh Shai, because without Yahweh Shai, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. All right. A lot of men, speaking on Israelite men, they're lost. And a lot of times, this society can weigh you down. It can be depressing. You got men suffering from anxiety, stress. The list goes on. So a lot of our people, they attend to the wrong things for comfort instead of leaning on the Holy Scriptures, leaning on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And really the biggest issue is, a lot of our people, they ain't never had Sophia's breast milk. All right? I had to say that. But I'm going to go to the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. All right, so this isn't speaking of physically packing up your bags, hopping on an airplane, leaving America and living somewhere else on the earth. But you have to depart from this place mentally, because this place is not set up for us. If you're an Israelite, you shouldn't be, voting for the next president. If you're an Israelite, you shouldn't expect Esau to be nothing more than the devil. Okay? There's a reason why in 2020 you're still seeing the same story that we've heard of over and over and over again. The inequality, being treated a certain way, first fired, last hired, different nations looking down upon you because of your race. And it's really not the color of your skin, because being an Israelite, we're not the only brown people on earth. It's really because of your race, because of you being of the holy people, the holy seed. It's spiritual that these other nations, because they have the spirit of Satan on them, they can look down upon you. But the spirit is crazy, because if you really observe and you pay attention, you can still feel Esau knows that we're the people, man. Esau's in denial, but at the same time, Esau knows, man. They want to be like us. They want to do everything like us. All right? But nevertheless, this ain't our world. We set trends. We're the ones who make everything look good. Whether it's good or evil, we make it look good. But this still ain't our rest. This ain't our kingdom. This place is going to be destroyed. It's spiritually destroyed already. So now, physically, it has to be manifest as well, man. All right? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So I'm going to go to my next scripture. The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 13. Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, and the end of mirth is heaviness. So this place is not our rest. So yeah, you might be able to turn on some stand-up comedy. You might be able to tell some jokes with your buddies. You might see a beautiful woman walk past you and make you smile, put a smile on your face or whatever. You might have a decent day. But at the end of the day, all of that laughter turns back to sorrow, because look where we at, man. We're in the worst place on earth. This is the worst kingdom that has ever been set up in this whole entire earth. And what makes it so bad our people don't even consider nor care that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is calling them back. But in actuality, that's how it's set up anyway. It's only about the elect. So, a lot of Israelite men, they'll go to a strip club. When it comes to Israelite men especially, let's face it, man. They like to lean on women or a woman for comfort. And that's natural. There's nothing wrong with that. But the first thing should not be women. The first thing on your mind shouldn't be some box, man. All right? It shouldn't be sex box. All right? And as I've stated, us as men, naturally, we like women. There's nothing wrong with, being comforted. A woman, being delicate as they should be, which a lot of them aren't. But if a woman being delicate, soft-spoken, understanding, why wouldn't a man want to be around that? But these men, they're, losing their mind over women who ain't like that. They're losing their mind over women who are dogs, man. Who are careless hoes, a bunch of bitches. Okay? And they don't want to lean on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. They want to lean on women. They want to lean on money. So even at the end of the laughter and the feeling good, you're gonna feel that depression. You're gonna feel that anxiety. Why? Because the curses are going to follow us and pursue us until Yahushua returns, man. But especially those, who ain't even trying to abide by the ways of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. The curses is like a serial killer, man. And no matter how far you run, this serial killer is on your ass. All right? But the only way to really beat this serial killer is to remain in the truth. The serial killer might come up on you, might get close, might grab a hold of your shirt, but the serial killer ain't gonna kill you because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is not going to allow it. But nevertheless, curses is on our ass. So leaning onto a woman, especially these wicked women, for comfort, that's not the way to go. Leaning on to money for comfort, that's not the way to go. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has to be your first line of comfort. Anything else is secondary. Okay? But the Israelite man, being is lost, as a lot of our people are, man. They're looking for love in all the wrong places. All right? So right after they enjoy themselves, they're right back to sorrowfulness. They're in poverty. Their mom's suffering from diabetes. Their baby mother has them on child support. Their homies ain't real friends. There's a lot that comes with this society, man. And, this ain't our rest. Long story short. Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness. And this really applies to us in the truth, because the scriptures tell you that, the more you increase in knowledge, the more you increase in sorrow. But even 2/3 of our people, they experience this. You might be feeling a certain way, feeling uppity, and then out of nowhere, something it's almost like you got hit with a haymaker, man, and your day ain't going so good, for whatever reason. But we under the curses. This ain't our rest. Let's go to the book of Proverbs 29. In verse 3. Now check this out. Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father, but he that keepeth company with harlots spendeth his substance. And you have a lot of men, they like to go to these strip clubs and, go to the club all the time and constantly sit around a group of women because it makes them feel good. But these women promote wickedness, man. They're not gonna uplift you into doing the wrong thing, and they're gonna try to lead you to do the wrong thing. Here you are in the midst of women, and all of a sudden here comes their sodomite friend. Oh, that's my buddy. He's nice. He's cool. That's my boy. But here you are, sitting in the midst of them, listening to their wickedness, listening to their conversations, listening to the secrets that they share among each other. And then, you got a man about to buy him drinks, going to a strip club, spending his check on a woman shaking her ass when all he had to do was go home to his wife, got it for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it might not be as exciting, but come on, man, if you can get the milk and the cow for free, why in the hell are you about to pay for the cow and the milk, man? It's just crazy because, when you walk into a strip club, a strip joint, you can just look at a female and not even pay for it. Really, the only thing you're paying for is to get up close. But, we're men. It's not like you ain't had it before. And Jake, they see a woman and they just lose it like they ain't never had it before. Like they ain't never had box. And I know there's a sense of excitement, when you see a woman, she's fresh to you. But at the same time, man, chasing women is not going to fill that empty void. What's the point of going out to a club? You try to get a few numbers, you probably end up getting none or one or two, and then out of the one or two numbers you got, one or both have men at home, or they're going to, play these games with you. Regardless, at the end of the night, you're hungover, you're depressed because, it didn't do nothing for you, because this is not our rest. We do things to try to put off those feelings of guilt, those feelings of emptiness. But look, man, it starts in the scriptures. Everything else is secondary. All right? Just like if you work a job, the paycheck's going to come. You got to get the job first. So happiness is going to come, but it starts with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And this not being our rest, we're never going to fully fill it here anyway. All right? Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father, but he that keepeth company with harlots spendeth his substance. And that's foolish, man. Here it is. We under the curses as it is, barely getting by, and you got a man spending his money on women. And what's that doing? That's giving women power over you. This is Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. And giving your strength to a woman, you're destroying yourself. And that's another thing about being here in Babylon. A lot of us men are destroyed because of women, following after women, being raised by a woman. A woman is a man's whole thought process. It seems like here in Babylon, when they're nothing but a bunch of thoughts, a lot of them, not all of them, because if all of them were on the same level, then that would mean no woman is going to be delivered. And that's a flat out lie. There's going to be women delivered, evidently. But, spending your money on whores, seeking out prostitutes, it's not necessarily a sin, but it can hinder you in this truth. And it doesn't really do anything but leave that empty hole that can't be filled by nothing but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Imagine having a cup with a hole at the bottom, a small hole, and you pour water in it. The water may not leave it super quick, but as the water's sitting there, eventually it's just slowly seeping out to where at the end of it all, it's going to be empty. And that's how it is, chasing women who are really no good. And this ain't even really the time for women. You work a job, that's 130 a day. You try to get another 30 a day to sleep, and some of us ain't even getting that. And then another 30 a day, that's you time. So if you got a woman already, this really ain't the time to be trying to seek out multiple women, because that's difficult. Once again, it's not a sin, but at the same time, unless it, falls in your lap or whatever, the spirit might hop on you, you go out of your way, try to get a chick number, whatever. But that shouldn't be something you're doing all the time. Here and there, you try to shoot at a woman, and it work out, cool, it work out. But a lot of problem with Jake is, like I said earlier, they're seeking for love in all the wrong places when love really starts in the scriptures, man. Okay? Instead of giving your power over to these women, you need to submit to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now let's jump down to verse 26. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue, that's not what I want. Looking for the scripture that talks about, people look for favor basically from a king or from a ruler. In fact, let me just type it in. Oh, okay. It's Proverbs 29:26. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. And this can apply to women too, because Esau put these women on a level to rule over men. All right. And seeing that, although Esau being at the top of it all, he is using women as a sense of keeping the Israelite man down. And the Israelite man ain't stupid. We see the power that these women have, but see, a lot of these beta males, it doesn't bother them. They give into it. So they go to these women seeking favor. All right. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. So you seeking favor from these women, and these women ain't even checking you out. Here it is, you just met a female, you get her number, you call her, she may not even respond, you hoping that she respond back. It's been a whole day, she ain't responded, 2 days, she ain't responded. And here you are messed up, man. Because you thinking in your mind, oh, she's so pretty, that would make me happy. Man, you need to be seeking favor from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, not from Esau, not from these women, man. Many seek the ruler's favor. And how do we know women can be looked at as rulers also? If you go to the book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12, this is what it says. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. And who's leading our people right now? Esau and women. A lot of Israelite households, the dad ain't even around. The women raising the children. A lot of households where the man and the woman are together, the woman's the one calling the shots. She the one wearing the pants, so to speak. Spiritually, physically, literally. All right. So these women being raised up on a level in this society, they know, they're not stupid. They know that they got it better than men. But you have these men chasing them, and these women ain't even chasing you. So it's like a dog chasing its tail, so to speak, or a snake eating its own tail. And at the end of it all, you're lonely, you're depressed, you're miserable, and you don't know why. Because you're looking for love in all the wrong places, man. That's why you gotta really seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the rest comes with it. Because not seeking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the things that you are seeking for, he can make it really hard for you, man. Out of his jealousy. All right. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. And the children, that's going into Esau, but also speaking of your own children, because you got a child with a woman, she's using that child as a way to oppress you. Or you got children telling their parents what to do, or telling their parents, you can't tell me what to do. You got parents literally celebrating holidays to please their children. But they done heard how wicked it is and how satanic it is. But to make their children happy, they'll celebrate it. Because they're even being oppressed by literal children. Okay, being oppressed by Esau, being oppressed by these women. America as a whole is oppressing the Israelite man. And that's why the first scripture I brought out, which was Micah 2 and 10, it tells you how America is not our rest. That's what that's speaking of, man. So Lord willing, this lesson was simple and edifying. You Israelite men, stop looking for love in all the wrong places, man. We men, naturally, you want to seek women and different things like that, but understand the time we in and understand we in the worst kingdom ever. This is the worst place on earth. This is the worst place that's ever been set up in the history of mankind. All right? So consider these things. Seek out Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, who is forever faithful, unlike a lot of these thoughts out here, man. Kahala Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.